Hi everybody, I'm meteorologist Joe Thompson in the WNWO Weather Center. It was a week ago that we were talking about heavy snowfall across the region. Now we're talking about heavy rain. Our Saturday turned into a complete washout, and it's all part of a very large storm system making its way through the central United States. Let's show you that on our satellite and radar imagery, and you can see this storm extends all the way from New England down into the Gulf states. And there's a wintry side of the storm, and then there's the spring side of the storm. In fact, those red boxes you see flashing up down towards Texas and Louisiana, those are tornado watches. Now, we're not talking about any severe weather here, so that's the good news. However, you see that big counterclockwise circulation near the panhandle of Texas? Well, that's the upper level low, and that low pressure is going to be pushing its way towards the north, and that's going to keep driving this rain in our area as we go through the rest of tonight, and it's going to keep things very, very wet. Now, there is some wintry weather again on the colder part of this system, so we're seeing some freezing rain over towards portions of Missouri, Illinois, and even up into Michigan. It does look like things will stay warm enough, though, for us here in northwest Ohio and southeast Michigan that this is going to stay an all rain event. We don't expect any icing or any snowfall from the system as it makes its way on through. However, it is going to continue to rain as we head through the rest of the overnight hours. Here's the temperatures as of 5 o'clock Saturday evening. Very, very warm to our south. Temperatures in the 60s in Columbus, Cincinnati, and down towards Marietta. But then there's that colder air up to our north and west. We're sort of right in that transition area. However, as that upper level low pushes north, it's actually going to start to push some of that warmer air back into our region. So we're in the mid 30s as of 5 o'clock, but we'll actually get back into the 40s as we go towards the day on Sunday. So really don't expect temperatures to drop too much more as we head through the overnight hours. We're going to keep things above freezing here as we go through the overnight period. Now, with all the rainfall that is moving its way in, there's significant flooding concerns here across the area. And because of that, our whole area is either under a flood warning or a flood watch. The darker green are your watches. Those could be upgraded to warnings here as we go through the next few hours. That lighter, more vibrant shade of green, including Toledo, BG, and Findlay, that is a flood warning. The big concern is Findlay. The Blanchard River is going to overspill its banks. The combination of this heavy rain and steady rain, along with all the snow melt that we've seen, is going to lead to the Blanchard River reaching significant flood stage as we go into Sunday. So folks in Findlay, you're really going to need to be cautious. Of course, unfortunately, we're used to flooding down there. It's a fairly common thing when we see systems like this, but the Blanchard River will be easily flooding the downtown areas of Findlay. The Maumee River is going to be running high, some minor flooding expected there. Also, the Portage River down towards Woodville in Sandusky County is expected to see some minor flooding as well. Also, the creeks and streams across the region, they're going to be running very high. We say it all the time. If you see water on the roadways, do not drive through it. Turn around, don't drown. It's not just a cute little saying. Lots of people seem to not want to take that advice sometimes, and they get caught in some stranded cars that get stuck in the standing water on the road. So again, if you encounter roadways that are covered in water, just turn around and try and find an alternative route. Forecast for the rest of Saturday night and early Sunday morning. Temperatures holding pretty steady in the mid 30s and actually may start to rise into the upper 30s as we go towards sunrise, and the steady rains will continue. The winds will also be increasing, so that's also going to help reduce visibilities across the area. We could see another 1 to 2 inches of rainfall on top of what we've already seen. So we may see places picking up between 2 and 3 inches of rain before all is said and done. The rain will start to wind down as we go into Sunday morning, but again, a few showers possible early, but then the rest of the day looking cloudy. It's going to stay pretty blustery. Sustained winds out of the southwest around 10 to 20 miles per hour with occasionally stronger gusts. We'll see temperatures topping out in the mid 40s. That'll occur probably in the late morning, early afternoon, and then those temperatures will start to fall off again in the mid-afternoon hours as that colder air starts to work its way on in. And we will drop back into the 20s by Monday morning, and we'll keep things pretty much below freezing from there on out as we go through the rest of the week. Chance for a few spotty snow flurries on Monday and Tuesday. Don't anticipate any significant accumulations, maybe a dusting in some spots. But if you're hoping for a white Christmas, there's a slight chance of it. Again, a few spotty snow showers possible as we go into your Christmas Day on Wednesday. But in terms of a major snowstorm, that is not going to be happening. So if you're going to be traveling around the area, going off to visit some relatives, you should be okay. Maybe just a little slick at times, but no debilitating snowstorm. So that's the good news. But temperatures will be going in the reverse with highs only in the 20s for your Christmas Eve Tuesday as well as Christmas Day Wednesday, and for Thursday, overnight lows in the teens. As we go towards the end of next week, we'll get some more sunshine for Friday and Saturday, with temperatures rebounding a little bit into the 30s before we'll keep an eye on our next disturbance that looks to move through at the end of next weekend into the start of the following week, which could once again bring a little bit in the way of some snowfall. But again, for at least the next 24 to 48 hours, a major concern will be the flooding from all the snowmelt and the rain making its way through the area. So do be careful out there. Thanks for finding our weather on the web. I'm meteorologist Joe Thompson.